Let's spill the tea, sis.
Oh, dang!
Welcome to VT4 on NBC News. Today we have 3 stories and 3 very special interviews for you today. Let's start with the sadder story. Maya?
Breaking news, 8 students injured and 1 student killed in a school shooting on May 7th, 2019. At around 1:19 p.m., students were just about to pack up their things and go to their last class of the day when 18-year-old Devin Erickson and 16-year-old Alex McKinney opened fire on Littlestown STEM High School in Denver, Colorado. John and Kendrick have been very close since the passing of Kendrick's mother. Since the passing of Kendrick, John has had nobody. Many students said that Devin and Alex were always bullies. They would go up to younger children and whisper in their ear very disturbing stuff. Students also said that they have threatened to shoot up the school before, but never knew it would become a reality. Earlier that trimester, Devin threatened to bomb the school. Heroism, said the White House. Workers thanked the ambulances and Kendrick for their bravery. This was a very scary time to be a hero, and they all stepped up and protected like good people would. It really acknowledges everyone for their hard work. In 1999, there was a school shooting in Littlestown not far from the STEM high school, leaving 12 students and 1 teacher dead. The town just passed the 20th anniversary of the shooting when the second tragic school shooting happened. Littlestown has always been very cautious since the 1999 shooting, and that's why they were so prepared in this heroic event.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's learn about something happier. For our first interview, we have a first-year softball player. Maya?
Trina is not your ordinary student. She gets good grades, she smells good. What could get better than that? Okay, Trina, how's softball season going?
It's going pretty good, actually. We haven't won a lot of games, but I think it's going to start getting better and better.
That's nice. Okay. Who's the best player on your team?
That's a hard question. I think we're all really good. So yeah, we're all really good.
How are you liking softball?
I love it. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have started if I didn't like it.
Okay. Will you play next year?
Most likely, yeah.
What's your best quality in softball?
If I can actually get to first base, I'm really good at running bases, so.
How many runs have you had this season?
Well, I'm really bad at hitting the ball, so I've only gotten like maybe 2 or 3.
Outfield or infield?
Outfield.
And finally, is Courtney as bossy as she is in soccer
You're so
and
funny.
basketball?
Yes.
Okay. Next, we have another story about sports. The man himself, Tiger Woods.
Hello, my name is Cash Crowe, and my story is about 43-year-old Tiger Woods. He's a professional golfer and came from the bottom up to the top this year to take home the green jacket. A green jacket is something you win in a tournament. Here we go. Pro golfer Tiger Woods was born in Cypress, California in 1975. He won the U.S. Masters in August 1997 with a record score at the age of 21, making him the youngest man, the first African American to earn the title. Woods' kids are a major part of his personal life. Get into more juicy stuff really quickly. Woods cheated on his ex-wife, Ellen Nordgen. Yep. Yes, it's true. But in my opinion, he just made a big mistake. Yes, it's a bad thing. We all make mistakes. I hope you learned some stuff about Tiger Woods and the ups and downs of what the stuff he did. If you want to learn more, search it yourself.
Let's move back a few years to seniors in high school. What it's like to be a senior at Williamstown Middle High School. Cash? Unfortunately, Riker could not join us today, but he was able to send in some of his answers, so I'm going to read off his answers and Cash will ask questions. Cash?
What's up, Riker sister? Let's do this thing. What is it like to be a senior?
It's very nice. I like it.
Do you like it more than middle school?
Yes.
Is there different privileges and more stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
You go in senior round, right? Senior lounge.
Yes.
Said all wrong.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go there someday.
Okay.
Do you play any sports?
Yes, basketball and soccer ball.
Are you good at them?
Guys, I just said basketball and soccer ball. Yes, basketball and soccer.
Do you like them? Do you like them?
Yes,
Are you good at them?
I think so.
Good answer. Do you like school? This is a hard question, by the way.
I don't like school itself, but I do like seeing my friends.
Me too. Are you good at your classes?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Thanks for joining me. What's up, bro? I'm Cal
No
Recker.
problem. Okay, Jordan, we're done. Now that we know what it's like to be a senior, let's see some of the challenges of being a teen. All right. Are you healthy? Do you drink a lot of sugary drinks? Do sugary drinks cause obesity? Keep listening to find out. The American Heart Association, the American Pediatrics Association, and the American Beverage Association and Dr. Natalie Meth are the main people involved in this story. The American Heart Association and the American Pediatrics Association attacked the American Beverage Association by saying that the increasing rate of kids becoming obese is because of sugary drinks. The American Beverage Association responded back by saying that they have made drinks that have little to no sugar. Dr. Muth and the American Heart Association and the American Pediatrics Association think that hospitals and restaurants should change beverages for kids' meals to juice, milk, or water. That they should change stuff in vending machines to healthier stuff instead of cheap, unhealthy foods. This is happening all around our country. Some of the data that supports their claims that sugar drinks can cause obesity are from way back to 2011 to 2016. They also have data from 2017 and 2019. They want kids and teens to get hooked on these drinks and become consumers for the long haul. And this is a countrywide issue. Such as global warming, natural disasters, etc., makes it so that our country can be targeted. All the taxes and expenses, this makes our country able to be targeted. What I mean is we're in such a state that things like this can happen to us. This happened because our country has been going through things such as other countries getting involved with things they shouldn't be, such as presidential elections and more. This puts us at a higher risk of basically getting attacked, so getting targeted by other countries. And our country is in a very bad state, and a lot of people hate the president and people believe fake news. They also believe that Russia hacked the U.S. presidential election and so on. And this is connected to sugary drinks because it shows how our country is falling apart, and things such as cheap choices that will affect our health later are the choices that we choose to make. Another point is this is not the first time that this has come up. They have done many experiments and surveys and tests. This also isn't the first time the American Heart Association and the American Pediatrics Association has said something and tried to do something. It's also not the first time they have targeted the American Beverage Association. Teen health has always had scientists and doctors worried. First with tobacco, then e-cigarettes and vaping in unhealthy proportions, eating habits, and more. All of these things are affecting teens now, and they all came into teens' lives at different times, and have all added up to make teens' eating habits and normal habits, which aren't healthy for teens, especially since their bodies are still developing and changing. Smoking stunts lung growth, which will affect you later in life. Vaping can make you addicted to nicotine and cost lots of money for pods and the jewel itself. Eating and drinking unhealthy doesn't hurt now because most kids have a fast metabolism. Later, when their metabolism slows down, that will become an issue, especially when they get diabetes or become obese. This has now become a rising issue. Back in September 2018, the University of Waterloo conducted a study, and they found that students in grades 7 to 12th graders that tried vaping or e-cigarettes were 2.16% more likely to smoke cigarettes. And that connects back to sugary drinks, because on top of all of those things is sugary drinks and obesity in teens, which you've asked me is a lot of problems that shouldn't be happening. And studies from Canadian Student Tobacco shows that 10% of students between 7th and 12th grade are most likely to start smoking. Dr. Muth says, I talk with my patients and their families all the time about the health harms of sugar drinks and the advantage of drinking primarily water and milk. She's trying to help everybody, and everybody wants to help. The few associations that are trying to do something are a good start, but we need to do more. That was very powerful. Let's move on to a different topic, art. One person in particular is Tiffany Wong. Jordan, take it
You
away.
like art? If so, then you need to check out what this Japanese-American, sugar honey iced tea, I messed up.
That just stands for shit. Don't say that.
Do you like art? If so, then you need to check out our last story about what this Japanese American artist is doing to teach people about important women from history through watercolor paintings. In a town called Cambridge in Massachusetts, a Japanese American artist named Tiffany Wong started an Instagram project highlighting women and what they were famous for and their contributions to history. Tiffany Wong makes a new watercolor painting of one of the women every day since early July. I want to make women's history more accessible and available for people that they wouldn't have to go research, she said. Sketch of the girl in her artist notebook, sketchbook. Then she paints her watercolors and then finishes the picture off with a micron pen, which is a Sharpie made for more details to make it pop. Tiffany Wong still makes artwork and posts them, but she has gotten more recognition than she's ever dreamed of.
Thank you, Jordan. Let's wrap up our last interview with someone who's also an amazing artist.
You ready?
Hebert Lemonade.
It says,
No, the other side.
says, hey there, they're delicious. Now let's move on to Tasia, our last and final interviewer. So, Tasia, what does art mean to you?
To me, art is expression, and it's about whatever you're thinking or feeling. Yeah.
How do you feel about important women from history not getting their full recognition in schools?
I mean, it's a little upsetting. The artwork that girl puts out is really helpful to a lot of artists out there, too. So.
What is your opinion about what Tiffany Wong is doing to recognize these people with art?
I love it. I follow her on Instagram. I look at her artwork all the time. She's really getting the word out there.
Does she make you want to go learn about these women right now?
Yeah, she does.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
So, if you wanna, if you wanna visit her Instagram page, @women_creating_change. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for tuning into VT4 today. Have a great rest of your day.